so welcome to another one of our videos. So today, what are we doing, you guys?
We're gonna be talking about near-death experiences.
How we almost died. With dramatizations.
With dramatization. So you guys, we don't want to do like regular boring old story times where we're just sitting and talking in
Like the
front of
last
you.
one we did.
Like the last
first
one.
one we did.
We are going to show you guys what our stories are like. We're gonna try to act them out as best as possible. Mush doesn't know if he's had any near-death. So do you want to start with yours?
Yeah. First near-death experience that I remember was when I was about, I want to say 8. Okay, so it all started with, so I went outside, I was by my grandma's house, and I had a soccer ball. And little Jonathan was all playing with the little soccer ball. This was by the street, mind you. There was cars passing by, going like 40, 50 miles per hour. And it's when I had first started playing soccer, so I wasn't that great. Okay, so I kicked the ball and it ended up going to the street. It was going to the street with like cars whizzing by, and I looked, no cars coming by, and I thought I could catch it before it went to the street. So I go and I run. I stuck my head out to grab the damn ball. I bent down and I just felt like a wind, and the car just whizzed by right in front of my face. And I just heard my mom go, and then she was like, and then she just yelled at me, and then she got so scared. She was like, never do that again. I was like kind of like in shock, and I was just like, whoa, because I just remember just seeing like a car go like really fast.
Decapitated?
I was probably gonna get like decapitated. It would have been horrible. I would just feel like
You
a
were
car.
gonna paint the road red.
I could have just gotten the ball with my foot. I don't know why I bent down like.
Oh, and then
But
he
he
did
would've
with his
lost the
foot
point.
and twist his leg back like a bird. Remember? You remembering?
I thought we were all gonna remember.
So then it comes to my near-death experience. So there I was, little tiny Wendy and her little orange. So I was quite the latchkey. So what I did is I went to my room with my little orange and I wanted to jump on the mattress, but I didn't want to jump on the bed. So what I did is I picked up the mattress and I leaned it up against the wall of where the door is. And since my sister shared the same room with me, I picked up her mattress and I put it on the opposing wall. So there I was, jumping like if I was in an asylum from wall to wall from the mattresses, and I was eating my little orange, eating it, slice, and all of a sudden, I started choking on the orange, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just choking, let me just cough it out. Wouldn't work. The orange was lodged in my throat.
Like an orange wedge?
Yeah, it was like, you know, like when you chew it and it's like all pulp, like that big pulp piece? Yeah, that was just stuck, lodged in my throat. And I was like, and like,
You really couldn't breathe?
No, like I was the first time I've ever choked on anything, like an actual choke.
Oh, that's scary.
And like coughing, you just feel it lodged in there. Like you bet you could see like the bloop.
No.
So I'm like coughing, but like any other person, like your family, your mom would come in and save you, right? But for me, I had like soundproofed this room with mattresses on the walls, and like the mattress was like up against the door. So I was like, I'm dead. Like at that moment, like I looked over at the door and I was like, oh wow, this is where my legacy ends. And I'm like coughing and coughing. I was like 7 at the time, and I was like coughing, and all of a sudden, like, oh, in and out, I started going. And like in one of those that I go in, I was like, all right, here it comes. And then I opened my eyes, and all of a sudden, my sister, my mom, and my other sister are in the room. My mom grabs me by my hair and starts picking me up, and there I go, bouncing up and down. And like apparently in like Mexican culture, that's supposed to dislodge whatever in your throat, but it didn't work. She was just pulling all of my hair out. So whatever, it wasn't happening, and there I was like, bye guys. And then all of a sudden, my soul was up there. And then all of a sudden, my mom puts her finger down my throat and just pulls out like this big wedge of how much of the orange. And I was like, and I was like,
did you start crying?
Well, I was already ugly crying because I was dying. And I was like, and I was like right there, and my mom was like, idiot, don't do that again. Yeah, smacked me good. And she was just like, because she was so angry that like I don't even know how she heard. She was like in the living room watching her novelas, and as you Mexicans know, their moms love their novelas. So I don't know how she heard me in a soundproofed room choking to death. But yeah,
maybe because they heard the bumping, and then.
Where's the bumping?
Yeah, so that is how I survived.
Yeah, that was one take. What?
It's because I'm an expert. You guys don't try to be me. It's really hard to be me. And if you guys want to reach that level, you'll reach it. I mean, you won't reach it, but you will eventually get kind of close.
This is close, but not close.
Not that-
By the time you're close, I'm already
farther. But that's okay.
Another level.
Okay, Mush.
Okay, so how did you guys start yours?
There I was.
So there I was. Okay, so this one wasn't when I was a kid. It was last year, I think. Last year. I don't remember anyone I had a kid. So this one was when I went hiking. I don't know what mountain it's called, but it's somewhere like in Alhambra or Pasadena or somewhere like that. Right? I'm not sure.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, I guess. So I went early in the morning, like around 8 o'clock. So I brought my water. I came prepared. Water, two bottles of water. Yeah, that's it. 2 bottles of water, but I had no food in my system. And yeah, we went hiking. I went hiking without any food. And what happened? I don't remember.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
I can't. Oh. I don't get it. Oh. Do I continue or do I not continue?
Please, for the love of God, speed it up. That was a good one.
No, just be like, oh, well, some of you guys might be very familiar with this story, but my near-death experience was very recently. So if you guys remember the video, Death Mountain, and then we'll like link it, and we'll be like, well, that was the closest I've ever been to death. So it seemed like a very funny affair, but it wasn't.
Man, just you talk.
I'm gonna be like, who are nervous more?
I'm like,
What you like?
But she's like,
oh my god, stop. You look like what? Stop.
I'll put the little lines.
That's what.
fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. I hate you guys. I don't remember anymore. I can't. You guys are laughing. I hate dramatizations.
Fine, try it one more time.
Okay, so there I was. Okay, so I went hiking one day. And then no food, no water, nothing. So I went hiking. It lasted 14 hours. I got cramps everywhere. I got cramps on both my legs. My stomach was hurting real bad because I had no food. And I was so dehydrated. I was lightheaded. I fell down in some trail. I fell down in some trail. I stayed there for hours waiting to see if someone would come pick me up and drag me to safety. Maybe a chopper or something to pick me up, because I could not for the life of me get back up on top of the mountain, make it back to the car, and go back home to my loving parents. I couldn't do it. So I drag myself, trying to make it back to the top. And then since I was so dehydrated and almost dying, I would beg them, like, hey, do you have water, please? Because I am going to die here alone in this ditch.
With you.
Yeah, well, she was with me, but she was also, she wasn't helping.
I was helping you. You would have been dead if it wasn't for me.
She was giving me support, emotional support, but she was not.
Bush would
I could have left you.
Bush would have choked on his vomit down the mountain.
We kept falling asleep at every, like almost every stop. We took like a 5-10 minute nap, hoping someone would find us, but no one ever did. So point is, we hiked all the way back up, taking naps, and then yeah, I almost died.
And that was a real shouldn't be alive moment since we were all there. Like, yeah, you guys, if you haven't watched it, go watch Death Mountain. It seems a lot funnier than what the actual thing was.
Yeah.
The real story was real dark, but like it was quite whimsical in the YouTube video.
Okay, guys. Well, so this was our near-death experiences. I hope you guys have any.
I hope you guys have near-death experiences.
That's right. That's what I was like,
No, you guys. Comment below if you guys have ever had any near-death experiences. Please let us know if you're enjoying the new way that we're making videos. We'll continue to do it this way. And please give us other video ideas that you might want to see from us.
If you have a near-death experience you want us to act out, we'll act it out as to the best of our ability. Maybe we'll make it funny. Or not.
Yeah. Unless it's traumatizing. Don't post it because we'll make it funny.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Until next time.
See you guys.
Bye, guys. I almost drowned in a bathtub once.
You have a million.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not careful.
That's not careful. I was taking a nap. The steam got to my eyes. I was like, best nap I've ever had to date, by the way. My mom found me. She screamed. She thought I was drowned.
The bath.
In the bathtub.